Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. 90-day fiancés Julia Trubkina and Brandon Gibbs expecting their first baby together. The couple tied the knot in April 2020. Julia Trubkina and Brandon Gibbs are going to be parents. The 90-day fiancé stars are expecting their first baby together, sharing their pregnancy news exclusively with PUPL. Trubkina, 31, and Gibbs, also 31, are thrilled to step into this new chapter of their lives, telling PUPL it's both exciting and a little surreal. Big news, we're expecting, the couple shares. It's both exciting and a little surreal, but we couldn't be more thrilled to step into this new chapter. Thank you all for the love and support. We can't wait to share the journey with you. The couple, who tied the knot in April 2020, appeared on Season 8 of the TLC series, as well as Season 6 of 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, 90-Day Diaries, and Season 2 of 90-Day, The Last Resort. Through the series, fans have been able to follow the pair's relationship from when the soon-to-be first-time mom initially moved onto the Gibbs farm in Richmond, Virginia, from Russia. The transition to living with the family wasn't always comfortable. However, Trubkina and Gibbs' relationship stayed strong. In January 2022, Trubkina shared an Instagram reel of herself dancing to the cha-cha slide alongside her husband and his parents. In the video, the family looked to be in good spirits. In her caption, she mentioned that her husband took a tumble as the video cut out. Lost Brandon at the end of the video, Trubkina wrote, "Have a wonderful day, guys." Since then, the married couple have moved into a place of their own. Despite any stressors that they've faced since their relationship, Trubkina noted in a 2022 post on Instagram that when they're together, everything will be fine. "Our year began with obstacles," she wrote in a caption. "My fever is 105. The rent for the apartment ends soon. We need to make a decision about future actions. There were problems with documents, but we are together. Everything will be fine." 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After airs every Sunday. First met Julia Trubkina and Brandon Gibbs on 90-Day Fiancé Season 8. Many wondered if the pair's cultural differences, small-town farm life, and overbearing in-laws would ever allow their love story to blossom. Against all odds, and with plenty of dramatic moments along the way, this quirky couple proved their skeptics wrong. Now, years after sharing their wedding on national television, Julia and Brandon are about to embark on the most heartwarming chapter of all, parenthood. The couple recently confirmed that they are expecting their first baby together, a milestone that has sent the 90-Day Fiancé community buzzing with excitement, nostalgia, and curiosity about how life will change for one of the franchise's most memorable duos. A journey from Russia to Virginia. Julia Trubkina, a dancer from Russia, first captured Brandon's heart after a whirlwind romance abroad. Brandon, a Virginia native with a quiet, small-town demeanor, seemed like the complete opposite of Julia's fiery personality. Their relationship blossomed quickly, leading Brandon to propose and file for the K-1 visa that brought Julia to the United States. Their journey on 90-Day Fiancé wasn't without its challenges. Julia struggled with life on Brandon's family farm, where taking care of animals and adjusting to rural traditions clashed with her city lifestyle. Fans watched as she openly voiced her frustrations with farm chores, her longing for independence, and the constant presence of Brandon's parents, Betty and Ron Gibbs, who became infamous within the franchise for their hands-on involvement in the couple's daily lives. Still, despite frequent arguments and cultural clashes, Julia and Brandon showed resilience. Their love, laced with humor, sarcasm, and plenty of eye rolls, kept viewers invested in their story, overcoming struggles and finding stability. After their season ended, Julia and Brandon continued to share updates on social media. documenting their move away from the family farm and building a life of their own. While they remained close to Betty and Ron, their decision to live independently allowed Julia more freedom to adjust to American life. But stability wasn't always easy to come by. Julia was open about her struggles with immigration paperwork, homesickness, and navigating life as a newcomer in the U.S. She also spoke candidly about how difficult it was to find her footing in a new country while trying to balance her marriage. At times, fans speculated about the couple's future. Rumors of separation occasionally swirled, fueled by cryptic Instagram posts or candid interviews. Yet Julia and Brandon consistently reassured their followers that, despite the bumps along the way, their love was strong. The baby news fans were waiting for. The announcement that Julia and Brandon are expecting their first baby together feels like the perfect payoff for years of watching their journey unfold. The couple revealed the news in a playful Instagram post, featuring Julia cradling her growing bump while Brandon beams proudly beside her. The caption, filled with excitement and gratitude, hinted at how meaningful this moment is for them. From two dreamers on opposite sides of the world to a family of three, we can't wait for this next adventure. Fans flooded the comment section with congratulatory messages. Longtime 90-Day Fiancé viewers celebrated the milestone, while fellow cast members chimed in with words of encouragement and love. A new role for Brandon and Julia. Parenthood often redefines relationships, and for Julia and Brandon, the journey ahead promises both joy and adjustment. Brandon, once portrayed as a quiet man torn between his wife and his parents, now faces the challenge of stepping fully into fatherhood. Julia, who never held back her opinions on screen, seems ready to embrace motherhood with the same fiery passion that made her a fan favorite. There's also the curiosity about how Betty and Ron will handle their new roles as grandparents. Their involvement in Brandon and Julia's marriage was a major storyline on 90-Day Fiancé. Will they take an equally hands-on approach with the baby? Fans can only imagine the comedic and perhaps dramatic possibilities. How the baby changes the narrative. For viewers who have followed the couple since the beginning, this pregnancy represents more than just a personal milestone. It symbolizes growth, resilience, and transformation. Julia, once seen as the reluctant farmhand, is now preparing to raise a child in the very community she once resisted. Brandon, once caught between family obligations and marital commitments, now steps into the role of protector and provider for his new family. Their baby, in many ways, is the bridge between two worlds, Russia and Virginia, city life and farm life, independence and family ties. It's a reminder that love stories, even those born on reality television, can evolve into something deeply authentic. And speculation. Unsurprisingly, the pregnancy has also fueled speculation about the future of Julia and Brandon within the 90-Day Fiancé universe. Will TLC document their journey into parenthood on a spin-off? Many fans hope to see them return to Happily Ever After, or perhaps feature in a special episode highlighting their transition into family life. There's also plenty of chatter about baby names. Will the couple choose a traditional Russian name to honor Julia's roots, or lean into American traditions with a nod to Brandon's heritage? For now, they've kept details like gender and names under wraps, but that hasn't stopped fans from guessing and suggesting their own creative ideas. The bigger picture. The beauty of Julia and Brandon's baby news lies in how it reframes their story within the larger narrative of 90-Day Fiancé. While the show is often known for its explosive fights, cultural clashes, and shocking breakups, moments like these remind viewers of its softer side. Two people from different worlds finding common ground, building a life, and now creating a family together. It's also a hopeful story for fans who may be navigating their own long-distance relationships or cultural adjustments. Julia and Brandon are proof that perseverance, compromise, and love can overcome obstacles, even when those obstacles come in the form of meddling parents, visa delays, or endless farm chores. Looking ahead, As Julia and Brandon prepare to welcome their baby, their story takes on new layers of meaning. Parenthood is rarely easy, and for a couple who has lived much of their relationship in the public eye, the challenges may be amplified. But if their journey so far is any indication, they will face the road ahead with honesty, humor, and plenty of resilience. For now, fans can celebrate alongside them, eagerly awaiting the first glimpses of the newest member of the Gibbs family. Whether their child grows up surrounded by farm animals, Russian lullabies, or doting grandparents, one thing is certain: this baby will inherit a love story that has captivated millions. Conclusion. From an unexpected international romance to late-night farm chores, from visa struggles to vows, Julia Trubkina and Brandon Gibbs have shared their highs and lows with the world. Now, as they prepare to step into the most transformative chapter of their lives, their story feels complete in a way fans always hoped it would. The journey of 90 Day Fiancé often leaves viewers wondering which couples will make it beyond the cameras. For Julia and Brandon, the answer is clear. Not only did they make it, but they're now bringing new life into the world. A baby who represents the perfect blend of their unique, sometimes chaotic, but always enduring love. And for the millions who cheered them on through every eye roll, every chore complaint, and every awkward family dinner, this news is nothing short of a happily ever after.